Hi everybody. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. Yay, I'm so excited that it's Wednesday. Honestly, God is good. And this week has been sort of a killer. Just emotionally difficult. Well, you go ahead because I need to get over. Oh, you're going to let me over. Well, that's nice of you. Imagine that. We got some nice drivers out today. Everyone is happy because they think that it's fall. I woke up this morning and it was 57 degrees outside. I was so very excited. Had a very intense week. I want to thank those of you that got on Instagram with me last night. I was really having trouble with, my husband wasn't home and I had a rough day yesterday. I actually had the chart I was charting in bed at 10:30 last night, you guys. So and I'm still verklempt. So I still have like the tail end of my cold going where I'll cough and clear my throat and it's highly annoying. This lady doesn't know what she's doing. Okay, she's all right. I'm sorry about that. So, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of that. If you're new to my channel, I don't normally have this particular issue of clearing my throat every 2 seconds. But I have lots of other issues, so stick around. Anyway, last night I had to have an intervention basically on Instagram because I got my cards out. I read my cards. Those are really helping from the Beck Diet Solution. I read my cards this morning. In fact, one of my cards just has pain in all caps. I definitely am more achy with this extra weight on, you guys. And I can't wait to get it off again. I just cannot wait to get the weight off and feel better. So mostly like my hips and my back, you know, are just kind of bugging me. And I know it's weight related. So last night I avoided a binge. I just went and somebody suggested make yourself a cup of tea. I didn't even go in the kitchen because I was afraid of the kitchen. Kitchen fear. And it's for nurse kitchen fear. So yeah, I had some kitchen fear happening. And I was afraid if I went in there, I would start messing with stuff, especially since I have, you know, I have to open up cabinets and things to get to the tea. I have a new tea box, by the way. I'll have to show that to you guys at some point. I made it through the evening, no binges. I ate 30 Smart Points yesterday on Freestyle, so I was at my very top. But I was really happy I didn't go past that. Like Fat Dag says, when you're out of points, stop eating points. I don't have any weeklies because of my birthday. I do have some rollovers. You know how I like rollover, but I think the rollover thing is kind of odd. The new program will still have rollovers. I found out a couple of other things about the program. And if you guys would like for me to go through each, the green, the purple, and the blue in separate videos and just read to you the 0-point food list and like the sort of the guidelines for that, let me know down below. I can do a little video on the green and tell you about the green. I can do a little video on Freestyle, what that looks like. And then also, I know I get a lot of Simply Filling questions because Simply Filling looks to be the most changed of all the programs. So I think when they took it down, what was it this year that they took it away from the app? It looks like they revamped it significantly. In fact, I noticed that there's not any, like, I didn't see any fat-free cheese, fat-free milk, like skim milk. I didn't see any of that. The, you know, light breads and the light tortillas and things like that are not on that list. They still have the plain oatmeal like the microwavable instant oatmeal or whatever. They still have the plain oatmeal. They still have the, like the Bob's Red Mill, steel cut oats. I'm sorry, my brain is not working yet. So the steel cut oats are still on there, and the whole wheat pastas and quinoa and stuff. But they took really a lot of the processed stuff. I mean, we're talking, there's no processed stuff on that list that I could see. You know, I think you could say that pasta is processed. But there's no cereal, like cold cereal. So, which is kind of good, because when I've done Simply Filling in the past, I like to get the Cheerios and the skim milk and have a big old bowl of that before I went to bed. And I'd be like, why am I not losing weight? So for me, that was not a good, maybe for you guys that worked, but for me, that was not the best idea. The Simply Filling plan looks fabulous. Fabulous. Lots of 0 point foods, 16 dailies. It looks like you may even have more than 16 dailies based, you know how they personalize. Like I've been telling you guys, it's all personalized. But the minimum on that is 16. And then it looks like, I don't know if, well, I'll have to read that to you guys. I don't know. I'll look at that. But if you want like a more specific outline of each program, let me know. And I can do a dedicated video to each one. So you guys can like take some notes and whatever. So you can make a good decision for when they roll around. A couple other things I found out. Number one, they're not going to do a day-by-day rollout. They're just going to roll it all out on, I keep hearing the 11th, which is a Monday. I'm not hearing the 10th, which is a Sunday. I'm hearing on the 11th is what I have had probably 15 different people send me confirmation of that. So I'm not hearing any other date besides November 11th. Now, I can be wrong. So, and all these people can be wrong. We can all be wrong. The other thing, they are going to have weeklies. What was the other thing I was going to tell you? You can switch between plans. I'm hearing that now in the U.S. as well, that you can switch between plans. Oh, and the other thing, if you're not new to WW, you don't have to take the assessment. You just pick the plan. I guess you can take the assessment if you want. I don't know. But you can just pick the plan that you want to do. And I'm probably going to take the assessment just because I'm curious, and I'll let you guys know what that says. But I am going to probably start off with green, which is smart points, and see what I think. I really feel like the old style of not switching from day to day your plan is a good idea, and to at least give each plan at least a week before you switch around. I think switching from day to day, which I believe they've let you do that in the past, can really jack things up and get you confused and all of that. So I think whichever plan that you want to start with, I would even suggest giving it a month or 2 months before you start flipping plans. That's just my Amy, who doesn't know much, advice. So let me know what you guys think about that. I am editing. I'm halfway through with editing my What I Eat in a Day video. Hopefully that will go up if I just ever have time away from not charting. I'm trying to do better, but I'm really working on my schedule. That has, that's something that my boss has me working on, because I have a tendency towards maybe being a little bit of a workaholic, which I never really thought. But like not being able to just set it aside. And I do not do well when my husband's not around. So just FYI, he has been traveling. I, of course don't want to talk about that when he's actually out of town. He's back today. But, so like last night he was working, but he was in Atlanta working. So what he's working on is his next record. And so he was with his band guys in Atlanta. And they got like an Airbnb, and somebody loaned them a practice space, and they have been writing. That's kind of the process. Like he starts with writing music, then demos it all on, like, he just got that Mac. I told you guys about that. Demos it all, and then he takes it to the band, and the band creates, you know, puts more fleshed out music to it. And then I think he'll go back at some point in the next few months, and they'll do another session of writing and coming up with it. So he's told me he recorded all of it, so I get to hear it. So I'm really excited about that. When he gets back, like, what they're coming up with. And then at some point they put out a record. So it can be a long process. You know, it's not something you just do overnight. But they just had a record come out recently that I just think is fantastic, but, you know, I'm extremely biased. So he had a record come out in the last couple of years, and then he had a solo record come out prior to that. So, you know, he's a very creative person. Whereas I am a worrier and an overprocessor and an overthinker, and I'm not good with boundaries. So I'm just, when he's not around, like, he really balances me out, and I just do not do well. And plus, his cats, honestly, they are his cats. I love the cats. I love the cats. I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. I love the cats. But he has them so freaking spoiled. Like, they have him on a schedule, and they are driving me bonkers. They want things at certain times. They're used to sitting on him or sitting on his desk, or just doing things during the day. And this morning, Moses just sat in my husband's office and cried. Meow, 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 for no reason. He has plenty of food, plenty of water. I petted him. He's got the windows open that he wants open. You know, his whole life is perfect, but my husband's not around. So he just sat in there and mourned for a while. So I lit a candle. I lit a pumpkin spice candle in honor of his grief. And then I was happy to leave the house. My cats are crazy. Moses is the big black one, if you're new to my channel. So Moses and Lola are my husband's babies. Anyway, that's kind of the update on my life right now. And I am headed over to someone's house to see them, do my nursing thing. I will see you guys later on the vlog. Let me know if you would like a breakdown of the different programs, and I can do that for you all, just because you know how I love my research, and you know how I love to look at all this stuff. And I guess that's my hobby, is just researching. You know, it's not just weight loss. I research everything in my job. So every little thing. Like yesterday, it was parent-directed weaning. And, you know, going through all the research on that. And then I have a friend at work. We're going to start working on a jail program where we go see pregnant women in jail, because we just had all this legislature passed. So we want to go in and educate and, you know, provide the support that we can for women that are pregnant in jail. So that's another thing. So lots of research on that. So, you know, I'm always doing something. I hope you guys are having a great day. Get your trackers out. I have my water. I'm working on it. Get your water out and stay in orbit. I will see you later. Bye.